Breaking news! The LA Times is reporting that every single American social security number has been stolen.
Your social security number, my social security number, all of our social security numbers, potentially hacked.
A hacking group has claimed to have stolen personal records of 2.9 billion people. Yes, I said billion. And before you come into the comments and say, there's not that many Americans, guess what? It didn't just affect Americans, it affected people in the UK, Canada, and America. This is probably the worst data breach in American history. Now, we recently had the AT&T, then there was Verizon, there was Equifax, Experian, I think TransUnion too, I can't remember. There's been so many data breaches. This is becoming more and more common. It's scary. This is probably the biggest and most important hack that you need to pay attention to, because this in fact has all of your information, your social security number, your date of birth, your addresses, your aliases, your full names. Everything about you is in someone's file that they are trying to sell, and they're going to sell most likely or allegedly on the dark web. All of this information was stolen from a company called National Public Data, now which offers personal information to employers, private investigators, staffing agencies, and others doing background checks. And the sad truth here is, if they have all of these social security numbers for every single American, that is including children. So if you have children, you need to pay attention and watch this till the very end, because I'm going to tell you exactly how to protect yourself and take action immediately. Don't wait, don't sleep on this, because this can be probably one of the largest situations that causes the largest amount of identity theft issues in American history. If they truly have all of your information, they could literally do all kinds of craziness with your information. They can get jobs, they can get credit, they can get cars, homes, and credit cards in your name, and you may not even know it. So let's jump into this so I can tell you exactly what you need to do to protect yourself. First, you want to go to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion and create a free account. This is 100% free. Don't pay anything anywhere to lock your or freeze your credit. Once you create your free account at Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, I would suggest you also do a Novus. A Novus is a new credit reporting agency that is being used more commonly than ever. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that signed up for Dispute Beast and are working hard to fix their credit using the most advanced DIY credit repair software ever created that anyone can use. If you need to fix your credit, link is going to be in the description. Once you've created all of these actual free accounts, you want to go into TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax individually and a Novus and freeze your credit reports. And if the option is available, you need to set push notifications to any type of changes on your credit reports immediately from all three of those credit reporting agencies, plus a Novus, of course, so it's actually 4. All of my beasters out there that are using Dispute Beast, make sure to set push notifications to your credit monitoring to any changes that are happening on your credit reports, so you can see and monitor your credit the entire time. So if you're already working on your credit, this is a great tool to help you monitor your credit. You're already paying for it. You don't have to pay anything extra because you're already using the system. You're gonna have two different options when you freeze your credit reports. You could just set a freeze and then you're done, or you can actually put an authentication code on every credit report. But I'm telling you right now, if you do this, make sure you save that authentication code somewhere where you're never going to lose it, because if you lose it, you're gonna have a really hard time getting back into your credit reports. Last part's the most important. Freezing your credit reports is the exact same thing as locking your credit reports. It's just a different term that we use. When you freeze your credit reports, nobody can access it. Nobody can apply for anything in your name. No application should go through. It's like putting a firewall in front of it. They hit that wall, they can't go any farther. At least that's what's supposed to happen. But because these people have all of the information, there is a chance they may be able to bypass it. I don't know, but I'm just warning you just in case. You also need to go to annualcreditreport.com. Again, annualcreditreport.com, and pull your credit reports to make sure there's nothing crazy on your credit reports. You should only have your name, one social security number, and one date of birth. If anything else is different, then you need to seek legal advice, because your file may be mixed or merged with somebody else's, and that's what you don't want. But remember, each credit reporting agency is going to be different, so you need to look at every single credit report. Don't just go off Experian, pull them from annualcreditreport.com directly, because you're pulling them directly for for free once a week from Annual Credit Report. Make sure that you change your bell notification from mute to notified so you never miss any of our new content that we drop or when I go live, because you just never know when I'm gonna pop up and bring you some more valuable information for free. So let me read this part of the article for you so you can see exactly how serious this is. Last week, a purported member of US DoD identified only as Felice told the hacking forum that they were offering the full NPD database according to a screenshot taken by Bleeping Computer. The information consists of about 2.7 billion records, each of which includes a person's full name, address, date of birth, social security number, and phone number, along with alternate names and birth dates, Felice claimed. If you have children, you're probably wondering, is this going to affect my child's information, their credit? Yes, all this information is at jeopardy and is at risk. Now, I'm not gonna include it in this video. I'll do a separate video about something that you can use as a family member for children and your kids and your wife, but you as a person need to freeze your credit reports immediately, because your children are not actually in the credit system yet if they're not 18, but they can alter that date of birth, and sometimes they can actually still go through, unfortunately, but that's the cold hard facts. I don't want to freak you out, but I've seen crazy things like this happen before. It makes absolutely no sense to me how somebody that is below 18 can have anything in their name when their date of birth is supposed to be attached to their social security number. So how is it possible that someone that is 18 can have their information stolen and someone goes and actually opens up credit cards, gets car loans and homes in that child's name, and they don't find out until they're an actual adult because parents don't track this information, unfortunately. And this is why I've said for years, you cannot trust the credit reporting agencies. They're not protecting your information when it's clearly there. They're supposed to verify that this information is accurate and complete, and they can't even keep our kids' information safe. I wanted to get this information out to you as soon as I possibly could because this is very vital information to protect yourself immediately. This is a growing story. As more information is being released, I will update you and let you know exactly what is going on. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it's not the best news in the world, but at least I brought it to you as fast as we possibly could. Now make sure that you watch the next video because it is about how to build a relationship with a major credit union. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.